What's up, everybody? How's it going? Ooh, okay. So I'm checking the outbreaks for the first time. We could do my friend Charmander again. Let's see. We can get rid of that one. Let's see. It sure looks like they're gone. Oh my god. Why did I look at, Little Cricket Friend and see Caracosta? Meowth. Magic. Yeah, I think they're gone. None left. If you if you haven't gotten on the internet chat, you can still have them. You can keep the raids or the outbreaks for as long as you want, as long as you don't go online. If you go online, then it's over. If you go online, then you're out of luck. Their events are so blink and you miss it. They really are super quick. Very fast. Still, you know, chat, I still have not seen Totodile. There's so many starters I still need that I have, like... Where's Turtwig? Turtwig was another one I was thinking about. Where is Turtwig? Like, what in tarnation is happening? Yeah, it was only 5 days. It's like, sheesh. You know it takes them work to, like, program it in and all that, and then it only sticks around for 5 days. So fast. Anyone gotten any fun shinies recently, chat? You know who else I really want to show up? Squirtle. I need War Turtle. And yet, Squirtle... I think Squirtle might have shown up once? This doesn't seem like as promising of a Charmander outbreak as the last one. I mean, there's so many starters that it makes sense that some of them just have not appeared yet, I guess. But I don't know, like, where's my man Totodile? What's up, everybody? How's it going? Still going for Lunatone? I would love to see Lunatone and Solrock get a form. It's weird. It's like, oh, well, what if they get Mega Evolutions? That's so weird! The discussion of, like, what if they get Mega Evolutions now? Yeah, Charmander isn't as easy to spot. I mean, I haven't seen a shiny yet, so maybe I'll change my mind if and when the shiny shows up. But so far, they're not as orangey as I would think. They're kind of like a little bit of diluted orange juice instead of full-on, like, orange soda. Still on the roaming Raikou grind. My favorite Pokemon mechanic, roamers. Normal, rock, dragon, bug, electric. Yeah. They never do. That's why a lot of starters... Like, how many starters have fighting attached to them? And how many starters are now dark type? Like, and ghost. We're getting so many repetitive ones because they're not choosing any other types. Party hat Pikachu. They still have the... it feels like Pogo brings out the party hat Pokemon once per, like, few months. Yeah, it's definitely like, where's more fairies? Where's more rocks? Etc, etc. Like, there's a way you could give those types out and still balance it. Poison is so underappreciated. Like, I'm glad we finally got, like, Eternatus and Poipole and all of them. And I guess the Loyal... wait a second, I guess the Loyal 3 would count. But still, even then, it's like, I want more. More cool poison types. Rillaboom could have been grass normal. I feel like all of the Gen 8 starters could have had a secondary typing. I feel like Inteleon could have been water dark. I had to look at that Flagon for a second. I thought it was shiny. Cinderace could have been fire electric. And Rillaboom, to me, feels like it could be ground. Oh my god. Well, there is a Totodile. Hey, excuse me. Excuse... No, Totodile, come back. It's swimming away. Oh, Totodile's so stinking cute. Oh, I did not even see that execute. Very good camouflage, my friend. Very good. Yeah, that's the only Totodile in existence in my copy of Scarlet. It's the only one! Yeah, right, where it was like, it's that Burb tweet. Why is it not about me? What Pokemon types do I think their final evolutions will be? Hopefully no Ghost, Dark, or Fighting. I don't know what they'll end up choosing, but I know what I don't want them to choose. Egg. Suddenly egg. Yeah, there's more eggs than lizards. Where's Charmander? I mean, Totodile will show up when Totodile is ready to show up. I'm in no hurry. We're gonna be stuck with this game for a long time, chat. We're gonna have a long wait until next year, so there really is no hurry. What's up, everybody? We're doing a Charmander outbreak. Now, Charmander isn't a shiny I need, but all the Charmander I have, the entire line, I have in repeat balls. So this isn't even a shiny I necessarily need, but I'd like to style it up a little bit. I like this biome, but the constant Rhyhorn and Doduo running into you gets kind of old. A fire electric Pokemon? Did you know that the only fire electric Pokemon we have is Rotom Heat? That is the only one. Isn't that insane? Like, fire and electric have been in the game since Gen 1. Oh, that's Trapinch. You're not the orange guy I'm looking for. It's like Volcanion being the only fire water Pokemon. Like, these types have been in the game since they've been in Pokemon since day one. And they've never bothered to experiment with those typings outside of one or two Pokemon for the most part. Like with all the million water fish Pokemon we have, they never were like, what if we make one of them water fire? Yeah, we got several firsts in this gen. We got Scovillain, the first fire grass. Varoom, steel poison. Or Reveroom. It's like, why does it take him so long? Like, if I was designing Pokemon, I'd go for... I feel like designing weird type combos would be the most fun. But what do I know, I guess. We just started, so nothing too exciting quite yet. Lilo and Stitch. What's everybody's favorite Lilo and Stitch experiment? I always liked the electric one. The yellow one? Same, Tyler. Leroy. That's such a funny name. The sandwich one? Valid. Ruben. Thought Cinderace should be fire electric. I agree. It should have been. And you could have had, like, thunderbolts. You could have given Cinderace, like, some cleats that maybe had, like, thunderbolts on them. That would have been cool. But I definitely agree. OG Stitch. Stitch definitely is a great design. There's a lot of foliage and, like, bushes and stuff over here that make it a bit difficult. I'm glad Gen 5 is being left alone, at least for now. If they can't improve on it, if they can't improve on the original, then why bother? Most of the reception I've seen for the new Legends game is pretty positive. I haven't seen tons of people who are upset. I guess people who really don't like PLA are not thrilled. Yeah, if there's one generation that feels like it needed way more, it was Kalos. Haven't had a flying starter in a while. Flying's one of those types that's pretty boring. But you're right. That's because there's if there's not a flying starter, there's 50 other flying Pokemon in the generation. They love their water types and their flying types. We're absolutely getting Charizard Z. Like, I know people are, like, memeing, but, like, I can't not see it happening. Like, unironically, I think it will happen. I could see a Charizard Z, and I could oh my god, Scyther, can you go away? I could see Charizard Z, and I could see Mewtwo Z. I hope they let Kalos stand on its own this time, instead of injecting it full of Gen 1 bullshit. Like, Gen 6 has a lot of great Pokemon. Let's focus on them. Like, I don't know if I could take, like, Professor Sycamore's ancestor being like, but wait, have a Charizard, and a Venusaur, and a Blastoise. And here's a gift Lapras. Wasn't there like there was tons of gift Gen 1 Pokemon in 6. And then we got Gen 7, where all of the regional forms were all Gen 1. Executor, Raichu. Alright, we're good. Marowak, Raticate, Meowth, etc., etc. I think this is a good picnic reset. I'm gonna be really curious to see how Mega Evolutions are gonna work, though. Like, are they gonna bring back abilities? Are abilities gonna continue to be gone? How are they gonna tweak the battle system in ZA compared to how it is in PLA? I really hope they drop the styles mechanic. I really hope they don't bring that back. Man, does this mean we have to wait until Gen 10 to see if they're gonna reset Masuda? Reset how eggs work? Because there's none of that in PLA. What are the ride Pokemon gonna be? It's gotta be like Go-Go, right? The idea of barreling through a a city on a big goat is very funny. What could be a good flying one? Heliolisk? Heliolisk is too small. Noivern? You think Noivern will be the new Braviary? Furfrou gets a beefed up supreme form. What's up, Battle? A paraglider? No. I think that would be a little too on the nose. A zip line. I still like your idea of like rails. Make it like Jet Set Radio or Sonic. Yeah, are they gonna bring back the rollerblading? Whoops. Come on, Charmander. What was the last what Starter? Starter, I got shiny. Oh, it was Empoleon. Okay. Look at all that. Look at all the Voltorb in here. It's just like the Milcery and the Delibird box. Yeah, the ultimate weapon. I saw somebody say they think it that it should be Celesteela. I love that big that's a genius idea. Just make it Celesteela for no reason. I miss the Ultra Beasts. I mean, I'm fine with them not being in the game. Especially since, you know, all the legendaries are locked, so it's like, whatever. But I don't know, maybe whenever we roll around a Legends Sun and Moon, we can get more Ultra Beast content. The ultimate weapon for the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Why does Charmander sound like a robot when it makes that noise? That does not sound right. A fourth picked. I definitely would bet on a new Lake Guardian. I don't think the Tapus make any sense. We've already gotten Paradox forms for the beasts. We got the Galarian forms for the birds. We got a new genie in PLA. Like, the Lake Guardians make sense to me. Yeah, they give us just another new Reggie. Another Reggie. The Lake Guardians just had 2 games. I mean, that's true, but also, they don't really do a whole lot in either of them. Like, if they had done Platinum instead of just Diamond and Pearl, we would have gotten more Lake Guardians. A 5th Sword of Justice? Oh no. Well, it can't be worse than Keldeo. Maybe it could be like a Lake Guardian that's kind of scary, spooky, like the Paris Catacombs. They could do the Kalos Catacombs. Of sabotaging raids? Oh my god. Pokemon servers can be something else, dude. Ghost Bone Catacomb Reggie. Here's a question, chat, that kind of makes me sick. Are they gonna bring back Sky Battles? We just got done like a decade later fixing some of the god-awful floating models from Sky Battles, and they're gonna send them back to the Shadow Realm and make them ugly and floating again. Wow. You think they could actually make Sky Battles fun? But, like, how? How could you make Sky Battles interesting unless you add, like, an action RPG style thing to it? Because it's just Pokemon battles in the air, so... Could stand on a floaty. You send out your balloon on a floaty, and if the balloon pops, it plummets to its doom. Diglett. What would be really funny is if they had Diglett like the that one dog in Undertale where when you keep fighting it or you keep petting it, its neck gets longer and longer. So Diglett is just like a 300-foot long Pokemon that's still coming out of the ground. I do like the focus on, like, battles in the trailer. Hopefully that means there's actually gonna be more than, like, 3 trainer battles, unlike PLA. Yeah, how has Charmander not set this whole place on fire? Tears of the Kingdom. I hope NPCs aren't just static cardboard cutouts in ZA like they are in PLA. Hopefully the focus on just Lumiose means they're going to jam-pack the city with stuff to do. Side quests, things to discover. I hope. I really hope, anyway. Yeah, I wonder how much the research aspect is going to be focused on, if it's going to be as much of a part of the game as it was in PLA. A good question. Yeah, where do you have a impactful legendary encounter when you're just in a city? Unless there's like Yveltal descends from the heavens and lands on like the tip of Lumiose Tower or something. That could be kind of cool. Remember all the anime intros that had Mewtwo like wearing a cape and he's like overlooking a city on top of like a skyscraper? Maybe they could go for that type of vibe. Yeah, I'm really hoping they add something they have more reasons to actually explore. Because one of my biggest problems with both this game and PLA is that it's just empty field with Pokemon. And I guess in Scarlet and Violet, occasionally a trainer. Like, give me a reason to want to explore. What's up, Zarok? Yeah, I mean, they said exclusively, so all the people posting like the power plant. I don't know about that. A garbage dump? The closest thing we have are the sewers in Black and White 2. Which that was a cool location. Honestly, Black and White and Black and White 2 have so many fun locations. It's hard to imagine, because, like, is the game taking place in the future? Is it taking place in the past? And if it's taking place in the past, how far in the past? I really wish the game would stop the graphical flashing. I really don't enjoy that. I don't like when video games flash lights at me. Not my favorite. How do you guys feel about the name? I kind of feel like the ZA is a bad name. I almost wish they had just said Pokemon Legend Z. Like, I've seen so many people not clear on how to even say it. From a marketing standpoint, it seems like kind of a nightmare. Yeah, the logo is ugly. I agree. I feel like they just should have kept it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. My frame rate is dropping. Yeah, Pokemon Legend Z sounds fine. I don't know why they had to get all fancy like. I mean, even if in the story the A makes sense, there's like Zygarde Alpha or whatever. I don't care. It still sounds like a clunky name. Do I think Zygarde will get a new form? I don't know. It depends on how closely they're adhering to what they did in PLA. Because Arceus didn't get a form. But Dialga and Palkia did. And good lord, were they both horrendous. I hope they don't make Xerneas and Yveltal ugly as sin. One fear. Howdy. Yeah, I mean, that's confusing too. Like, I've accidentally called it Pokemon AZ. After the character. It'll be interesting to see AZ. There's no way he won't be in the game. Considering he's an immortal giant man. Idiot rando teammates. We were able to get a good amount of wins with Venusaur yesterday. Against Venusaur using Chestnut. But yeah, if you have dogshit teammates, it's considerably more difficult. It's considerably more difficult. I wonder if they'll add any more multiplayer aspects into ZA. Was Blastoise Steel? I don't remember. Bridges and canals in the original. I mean, I certainly hope they make the city look a lot better than how it looked in a 3DS game. Also, remember, that's their first 3D game after, like, coming off of Gen 5, so... Yeah, I hope so too, Cacturn. Absolutely. To me, PLA feels a lot like a big tech demo. I hope they can refine and make a lot of the features they had in that game a lot better and scrap some of the ones that didn't work. It's kind of humorous to me how many, like, the word experimental. Like, every game inherently has some experimental stuff in it. But we're so not used to it with Pokemon that people are describing it as experimental. Ugh, I just made myself dizzy. Ooh, I'd go for Electabuzz. I'm very sad we didn't get like a mystery dungeon or something. Mystery dungeon games are so cozy and would have been a great way to pass some time waiting for next big thing. Whoops. Easily discarded it if the gamble failed. I'm not sure a Pokemon game can fail. I guess it depends on what's your definition of like a fail. I mean, PLA didn't sell as much as this game did. I hope BDSP was talking about one-offs. I hope BDSP was a one-off thing they tried and will never attempt to do ever again. I really wish they weren't so against just re-releasing their old titles. Like, if I want to go play through Sinnoh again, I would much rather do it in Platinum. Like, if you're not going to do anything Gen 5 related, re-release Black and White. It's hard to know what reception they see. And if any of it even matters. Like, if anything, I feel like the reception to Scarlet and Violet was worse. Like, there were so many articles and memes and videos about all of the silly glitches and the game crashing and the texture issues and stuff like that. I feel like that's way more embarrassing for a game company than a title that's mostly functioning, I guess. Not saying BDSP is great, but yeah, BDSP outsold PLA. Sick and twisted. Sick and twisted. Also, that's never really happened with Pokemon before. Like, for things like Skyrim and, you know, all the big AAA games that have a lot of fun, you know, any Ubisoft game. That stuff is always memed on. That's never really happened with Pokemon games before. I'll never forget when this game launched and going on Twitter and seeing like all the scary noodle people and the iconic moon rushing in. And the amount of times the game would crash. Simpler times. The late moon is my favorite one, Midnight. That is so funny. Every time I think about it, it makes me laugh. It is so funny. That's gonna be one of my all-time favorite video game glitches. That was just so funny. I'm really surprised the Captain Hat Pikachu was for Pogo and not this game. I really thought... I mean, I guess it still could happen. I really thought the Captain Hat Pikachu would come to this game. It's funny how all of their side games, like Unite, Masters, Pogo, they're all so heavily cosmetic-based. Skins for your Pokemon wearing clothes in Pogo, all of the different suits and different outfits the characters all have in Masters. The Pokemon Masters Twitter called Silver a wayward son. I don't know why that made me laugh. Silver the wayward son. You like the cosmetic stuff, but you don't like those types of games? I completely agree. I just think it's interesting that that's such a big feature of everything else outside of the main titles. I liked it too. I wonder if we'll ever do more with cosmetics in the main line. Yeah, it's really a shame they didn't give us old titles for NSO or just to buy on their own. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, well, they're not done yet. They're going to release a Pokemon game later this year. And it's like, are they? Are they, though? Because from a marketing point of view, if they were going to release something this year, wouldn't you want to get the marketing hype cycle started? I've seen a lot of people say that. I don't know where... Like, Riddler posted a question emoji to Joe who said something like, there's no game coming out this year. But Riddler has been wrong many times before, so... I don't think that means anything. Do I think Gen 10 will come out in 2026? 2026 is the 30-year anniversary, right? Yes, I do. They'll slow down and focus on putting more quality. Well, they're not putting a game out this year. Probably. That we know of, so that's something, I guess. You like when Pokemon games come out in April or May? Yeah, that's why I'm sad we didn't get like a mystery dungeon that would have released in the next few months or something. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with them handing off Pokemon side games to other companies. I love getting looped into a battle in this game. Insane that there are no iframes. Can I go? Can I move? Jeez. It wouldn't be such a problem if they had iframes in the game. Like, after you get out of a battle, you can't be trapped into another battle for 3 seconds or something, giving you a chance to move. The console life coming to an end, they'd rather wait. Yeah, it's like, what else is Nintendo gonna be releasing this year outside of the Peach game? A lot of people thought that a Pokemon game would fill the holiday release schedule this year, but that's not the case, so I don't know. Outside of a few ports, I guess. Man, it is so windy out. The wind is howling. Two Totodiles. What if I get a random Totodile not from an Outbreak? I would pop off. Thanks, Litton. Partner direct instead of a main line is very telling. Yeah, Taylor, I agree. We'll see what they have in store, if anything, for March. It's almost March, chat. It's a leap year, so we get one bonus day in February. Otherwise, it would be March right now. Lumio should have a zoo. The Safari Zone. The Friend Safari returns, but it's in the city. The children yearn for the Friend Safari. I hope there's some fun puzzles and stuff. I really miss, like, having stuff to do in these games. Like, I don't need, like, HMs to come back or anything, but I don't know. I kind of liked strength puzzles. Is that a hot take? I have no idea. I just want more to do than just easy Pokemon battles. I wonder if ZA is going to have... Because I feel like PLA was a fairly challenging, especially for a Pokemon title. PLA had more challenge to it than most modern Pokemon games put together. I wonder if that will carry over. Bruxish would be a great random shiny to get too. I don't know. Whoa! Guy just got on the land. Level 64. Sometimes it still blows my mind with how high wild Pokemon levels are. Like, back in the day... back in the day... You never had Pokemon levels that high outside of, like, legendaries. Like, that Arceus fight in PLA took me a good 40 minutes before I got it down in one. Volo was very challenging for many reasons. Back in my day. Yeah, it's like these wild Pokemon could in fact tussle with Mewtwo now. They'll keep alphas? That's a good question. Because the way alphas worked in PLA, it's because PLA felt very wild. And you had all the open areas where you could find alphas. How would ginormous Pokemon work in a city setting? So I want to say yes, but it's a yes with a question mark. Like, yeah, I think so. Some of the bosses were, you know, not cakewalks either. Like Hisui Electrode. Like I didn't die during any of those fights, but they weren't like free. I don't know if there's gonna be an evil team. They've so moved away from evil teams. Like, sure, we still have teams like Team Star, but they're not quote-unquote villains. They're just misunderstood. A rollerblade gang. That could actually be done really well if they made it humorous. I don't know if I'd consider the Bandit Sisters villains. They're more like nuisances. I don't know, they don't really add anything to the story. It's just like, I saw Bertha's ancestor and I clapped. Look, it's Saturn. Okay. Like, maybe if they had expanded why they left their clans and decided to do their own thing. I mean, Volo is for sure the villain, but Volo is just a solo guy. He's not... It's not like all of the wandering traders were evil. Malva was the only... Why did I say Malva? Malva was the only cool Team Flare member. I actually like all the admins. Except for James Somerton. Zin? I can't remember. They gave them all such freak names. It's like, who named these? Xerneas, Zerozik, or whatever. The guy that's like in all white face paint. So I guess I should say I like the female admins. Who all have like shutter shades on. Very early 2000s fashion. Very 2008 of you. Yeah, I can't disagree. Malva's definitely the coolest of all of the Team Flare members. Lysander has no sauce. They should have made Malva the villain. Just throw Lysander in the trash where he belongs and have Malva be the main villain. Why does that guy have white skin? Like, it's so infinitely funny to me that you have all the ladies that are typical skinny, pretty, normal skin color, and then you have the one male admin who's just a weird freak. Very Oraz designs. I want more female Pokemon characters that just look like freaks. Solar flares. Great. Somebody at Game Freak is obsessed with, like, space. Man, they'll put that type of intricate detail into a team and then give them the worst, flattest, most garbage dogshit dialogue of all time. Okay. Let me put in this extremely intricate detail about solar flares and then have them all be one-dimensional nothing burger characters. What a waste. That's crazy. I didn't even realize this, but Lysander has slightly different, like, depending on what version, he either wants everybody to be immortal or to kill everybody. Maybe I truly do need to go back and play through Gen 6 because I have no memory of that. I just remember Lysander constantly repeating the beautiful thing. Which there is a line in the trailer about beautiful, which don't like that. I played through X and then for the channel, I played through Pokemon Y like a year or two ago. But it was a randomizer. So I've only played through Gen 6 twice. Jeez, things are getting blown around outside. X and Y exclusive dialogue. That's what I'm talking about, Tyler. He wanted to make people live forever. Lysander has... he's just nonsensical. There's nothing... So there's a few Pokemon villains like that where it's just like... What are you talking about, dude? Lysander is so nonsensical to the point where I wonder if it's just like something, a mistranslation or something that makes sense in Japanese and doesn't quite translate over here. I don't know. Yeah, Cyrus is exactly the same. It's like Game Freak loves writing these boring ass dudes that make no sense. The A is for Agumon. Pokemon and Digimon have something in common this year, in that it's that absolutely nothing is happening. Did Digimon Con even happen? I don't even know. Yeah, Giovanni is just a basic mob boss. You get what he wants. It makes sense. And I say basic, and honestly, Giovanni has more going on than most Pokemon characters. He's got his dynamic with his son. All the stuff they did with him in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I think if there was any other games coming out this year, they would have been in the Direct, just because they would want to start marketing for them. Like, how many times are we gonna see the word beautiful in ZA? Make the world beautiful. I don't know, that's why I like Archie and Maxie, too. Because you... Even if it's goofy and nonsensical... Well, I guess maybe Archie's. I feel like you can understand Maxie a bit more than Archie. But, like, you get what they want. You get what they're going for. More land. More water. I hope they don't do that again. Like, I really hope... I would like for some more original characters. I hope not every character in ZA is just characters we know's relative. Like, they've been designing such fun original characters lately. I really hope we don't just return to, look, it's Wally's great ancestor. What's up, Normal Shrub? Just omit Diantha. You know what, Tyler? You're spitting. This is true. Leave that flop where she belongs. Irrelevant. Yeah, exactly. Like, I still think Irida reminds me a lot of May. I swear to God, she's May's ancestor. But Adaman's design is great, and he doesn't look like anybody. Of course, they had to ruin that by putting tight jeans in this game and making her mission completely unfun. Also, I love how they just shafted Pearl Clan. Like, we'll give Adaman an ancestor, but not Irida. Thanks, guys. Yeah, they'll pull from all over Pokemon's history, but I really would love for more original characters. Like, I've seen so many people be like, make Professor Sycamore's ancestor a hot lady. What a boring ass take. I don't see what people see in Professor Sycamore. I truly don't. He sure looks French. Derogatory. Yeah, we just got the series' two hottest professors. Like, Sada and Turo blow ugly-ass Sycamore out of the water. Juniper kind of makes me mad. Like, why did they have her father in the story? I don't know, maybe that's just a very weird nitpick, but it's like, can't let this lady stand on her own. I like the dream... Why can't I think of her name? The Dreamworld lady is cool. Yeah, it feels like they're kind of undermining her. It's like, we couldn't just have a woman professor. Her dad had to be there, too. And be, like, the senior and more knowledgeable guy. It's like, I don't give a fuck about her dad. Fennel, yeah, Fennel. Didn't her dad have Brock eyes? Or am I thinking of another character? Yeah, you're only a professor through nepotism. Exactly. Gary Oak would like to have a word. I mean, it's been a long time since we've had a Professor Oak character. Why do I have a feeling we're gonna get another one? It's been too long. The clock is up. It's time. Instead of Sycamore giving you Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, it'll be Ancestor Professor Oak. The Captain Pikachu guy? What's the anime have to do with anything? I don't want to say Lavington was incompetent, but he was kind of bumbly. I feel like. Lavington kind of lost me by having that goofy-ass beanie. It's my favorite thing. Everybody in ancient Japan had beanies. Ooh, a Hapu would be a fun character to take from. Gen 7 has so many fun trainer designs. They only missed with, like, Sophocles. Yeah, normal sharp. I get what you mean. Kind of like a wacky professor that is into... How do I say this? He's just a kook who's really into Pokemon. I want a Pokemon professor like Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just a very wise, friendly character, and then towards the end of the story, they reveal that they're like buff as hell, and you get to like fight alongside them. The guy from Gale of Darkness always reminds me of, like, Einstein. Hey, Einstein, I'm on your side. Have I watched the live-action series? I have no interest in that. Looks like trash. I do like Professor Oak a lot. They did a great job designing Professor Oak. He just seems like a friendly, nice, wise person. That's why I love, like, Professor Elm, because you go from Professor Oak, who is old and very knowledgeable, to Professor Elm, who is young and inexperienced and kind of bumbling. Who's the worst professor, chat? Which professor is the biggest flop? Any Pokemon professor. The professor in Pogo. I kind of like his design, though. Willow. I'm seeing a lot of wrong takes right now. Nobody said Magnolia from Gen 8. Wrong. I don't like Rowan either. I've never liked Professor Rowan. Like, what does he even do? He's supposed to be more, like, stoic, I guess? I don't know, he feels too similar to Birch. He's just kind of like Professor Birch, except more serious and older. What about the guy from New Snap, chat? Anybody remember the guy from New Snap? Pokemon Unite has professors? I played Unite and I have like next to no memory of my time playing that game. I have it just left my brain. Vanished. Original Pokemon Snap was Professor Oak, yes. And that's where we got all those great sound bites from. You are close. But New Snap had a different professor. Yeah, Unite... I just didn't like the aesthetics of it. Like that one field, that one stage they had when the game came out, it just felt lifeless. It felt like exactly what the game was designed to do. Get money from players for skins as a League clone. Yeah, a lot of their skins are definitely, I can see what market they're targeting. I could definitely see the market that they are selling these skins to, and it's not us. I gave Unite a chance. I played it for a bit, and I just didn't... did not vibe. It's China, Midnight. The answer is China. Go through and look at a lot of the skins in Unite. Like they just had like a Chinese opera one. They're very much targeting their home base. New Pokemon Snap was great. If you've never played New Snapchat, it is a new Snapchat. If you've never played New Snap, it is a good time. It is one of the best Pokemon side games we've had in recent memory. Not enough people sing its praises. It's a good video game. It looks gorgeous, it's fun, it's comfy, there's a lot to do. It's good. And they brought back Todd. They resurrected our dear friend Todd. It does. It has lots of replayability. You definitely get your money's worth. It's the perfect game for playing in, like, bed, or if you're going on a trip or something, and you're in the airport, or you need to pass some time. And I mean that in a loving way. I know that kind of sounds like a negative, but I don't mean it like that. Yeah, it's a perfect game to pass the time. It also looks beautiful. Like, if you want to see some nice textures and good graphics and lighting of Pokemon, New Snap has it all. Lots of very charming animations and fun things for unique Pokemon, too. Like, there's a lot of good, like, Quagsire was really cute in that game. Swampert. Tyranitar. It gave a lot of personality to a lot of Pokemon that haven't had any spotlight lately. I would have loved to have seen more. I would have paid for DLC. You know what I really would have loved, chat, is if they had gone back and, like, remade some of the old Pokemon Snap levels in that new engine. Oh, Shaman has a really fun... There's just so many really cute Pokemon moments in New Snap. Yeah, tons of secrets. There's a photo dex if you're somebody that really likes to complete stuff like that. It's just a very charming... That's the perfect Pokemon side game to me, New Snap. Like, it looks good. It's well made. It has lots of content. Cute characters. Like, what more do you need? It's the perfect Pokemon side game. Like I said, if you want to see a lot of nice textures and good graphics and good lighting engine, then check out New Snap. Also, like, I'm still in disbelief that that game exists. I never thought in 1,000 billion years that we would ever get a sequel to Pokemon Snap. Because that really doesn't happen. That would kind of be like if they had announced, like, a new Ranger title. It's been just so long. You would think they'd never do anything again with it. Yeah, Pokemon Stadium 3. Successful beloved game gets remake. No. No? Did it sell more than Pokken? I can't see them ever making another Pokken, at least not anytime soon. I just don't think that game had the reception they really wanted from it. Game Freak is very aware of what is popular. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're any video game company of any caliber, I feel like you have to be paying attention to the trends to survive. Unless you're like WB, where you keep shitting out live service games and then scratching your head when they fail. Why do you think Pokken wasn't as successful as other big fighting games? I mean, this goes back to the conversation we had the other day, chat. Executives have rocks for brains. These are not people like you and I. These are rich lizard people with more money than anyone in the world should own, who have no idea what's popular and what people actually want. Yeah, exactly, Cacturn. Charmander betraying hardcore right now. I really can't see well over here. There's too much foliage. You shiny hunted Yungoos for 5 hours? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That sounds like torture. All for Yungoos? Ugh. It's got a fairly nice shiny, but would I ever call Yungoos cute? No. Never. Never! There are not many Pokemon that if I had the power to erase them from existence, I would, but I would erase Yungoos and Gumshoos from existence. Very easily. Crabominable shiny goes way harder than you'd ever expect it to. That thing has like an S tier shiny. Hello. I don't remember a lot of Pokémon's marketing. I mean, that is a big part of, like, fighting games. You have to have those big events. You gotta draw people to play your game. If you don't have a player base, then what do you have? Geez, that's a tough question. Man, I wish they had put I wish they had put like Gen 1 through 3 on NSO. That would be an easy answer there. All Switch Pokemon games, minus side games, have deep flaws, so I don't know. PLA doesn't play like any other Pokemon game. Scarlet and Violet has too many issues to count on on many levels. But Scarlet Violet plays more like your traditional Pokemon game than PLA. If you're going for a Switch game, I probably would say Scarlet and Violet. Just the story? Sword and Shield are dog shit awful video games. Linear, boring region, very little content, horrendous, awful story. Sword and Shield are just not fun Pokemon games to really play. Are we getting into that cycle where people are gonna look back on, like, the last generation and be like, actually, Sword and Shield was goated, and here's why? I would be appalled. You see, there's no good answer. Like, emulate Pokemon Yellow. I mean, Sword and Shield was the first sign that there... Well, I mean, Gen 6 was. But Sword and Shield had so many cracks. An entire year to talk about everything under the sun. That is very true. That is so true. Yeah, Sword and Shield are terrible. They're worse than this game. It blows my mind that people think Sword and Shield are better than this game. Like, even outside the story, Sword and Shield is so linear. It just feels tiny. There's no sense of exploration. You're just going from one rectangular route into another. Like, it's Pokemon's big first, like, HD game on a not handheld console, and boy does it show. Boy howdy does it show. Yeah, the open area, the wild areas are so primitive. The best part of Sword and Shield is the DLC, Crown Tundra, but you have to play through the entirety of Sword and Shield to get there. And Dynamax Adventures is really only good if you like shiny hunting. If you don't care about shiny hunting, I'm not sure why that would really be relevant to you. Honestly, Sword and Shield is pretty low for, like, good Pokemon music, too. Like, the Gym Leader theme is high and above the greatest song in the entire generation. And it's very good, but, like, the route music, the legendary music, all fell pretty flat for me. The wild area music is pretty uninspired. Your rivals are pretty... All the characters are not interesting. I like Hop's theme the most out of all the quote-unquote rivals in Gen 8. I think Gen 9 has stronger character designs, personally. don't know. I almost kind of disagree with that. I feel like Hop is way too reminiscent of How. Design-wise, name-wise, everything. They could have gone a long way to make him feel more distinct. Marnie is just a pandering goth woman character. Girl character. I do like Bede's design. The gym leader outfits are all pretty dreadful. Like, I know what they're going for. Leon's goofy tights and cape are all so silly. I think Gen 8 has a lot weaker Pokemon than Gen 9. Gigantamaxes are kind of a flop. Here's a hot take. I don't like Sonia's design. She just looks like a lady. Like, if they were going for, like, a professor vibe, I feel like they failed. The way she, like, twists her hair, it's like, ew, gross. I like Chairman Rose's design, I guess. They don't do anything with that character whatsoever, but I like his design. Although there is that weird section of the game where he's, like, in underwear for some reason. And it's, like, vaguely uncomfortable. You have, like, a weird, like, dinner with him, and it's like, what is happening? Why this? Is this game written by aliens? I feel like there's way stronger romance undertones in Gen 9 than 8. Like, sure, you could be like Lance, Leon and Sonia, but do they even have like a conversation together in the game? I don't even remember. Sonia more of a girl fail? Yeah, that could work. She just seems like a normal lady. Like, there's nothing interesting about her. Maybe if they... I mean, but then her character would be maybe a bit too much like Hop. I don't know. Gen 8 just needs to be gutted and completely redone. Snom. I mean, Gen 8 did give us Snom. This is... What? Venonat, my man. There's nothing Venonat loves more than to show up shiny in my copy of Scarlet. I mean... Sure. Get Venonated. Hey, I'm Venonat's strongest soldier. I love Venomoth and Venonat. I keep saying Venomoth should get a form. I stand by this. Yeah, he was just chilling. This is like my third shiny Venonat in this game. Third or fourth. Insanity. Thank you, Venonat, for blessing me on this day. Mega Venomoth, let's go. I'm telling you, Paradox Venonat would have gone crazy. Poison oozes from all over its body. That's fun when you get to use the word ooze. Alright, well. Hey, if there is a Mega Venomoth or a Venomoth regional, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. We are locked in. I love how auto heal should just. I have like 50 full restores in full heals. Just auto heal. It's like they had a good idea and didn't fully commit to it. Oh well, Mushy Mush, you're a mushroom. You're used to poison. The school, you mean Clavel? 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 How do you say his name? I never... Clavel? Clavel? The Clive stuff made him very charming. I originally thought he was going to be the villain. There's that one poster, or one piece of key art they released for Scarlet and Violet, where he's like shadowed. And it looks very sinister, but no. He's just a goofy guy. I like that character a lot. Like, he actually does kind of fit the bill of, you know, a wise, older character that is clearly concerned with all of his students and their well-being. Maybe if they didn't have the goofy... Maybe if they focused more on the school environment instead of just go out and find treasure. I don't know. IDK. If you're in school chat, just tell your teacher, I'm gonna go find treasure. And that's... just leave. Just walk out the door. I'm just gonna go wander out and find treasure. Shiny Mankey, nice. Gonna make it an Annihilate. I mean, it's especially funny because the treasure... They actually really sincerely did the treasure. The real treasure was the friends we made along the way. Like, they legitimately went for it. They did it. They really said the real treasure was the friends we make along the way. Oh, that Stardew Valley cassette is kind of cool, actually. I have no way to play a cassette, though. Stardew Valley has some weird merchandise. There's a Stardew Valley sweatshirt that has, like, a skull on it, and it's like... This does not match. Like, Stardew Valley has some whimsical, like, wizardry and spooks and stuff, but no skulls. Oh, I'm so excited for the Stardew update in March. Oh my god. I'm gonna be locked in. Gimme Ghoul was the real treasure. Gimme Ghoul was my real treasure. Gimme Ghoul and Goldengo are my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon. They are truly my treasure. What's up, to struggle? Chad, I got 2 Gimme Ghoul plushies the other day. My collection has started. I should post a picture on them, of them at some point. Just roaming. No chest plushies have been released yet. Just Gimme Ghoul. Gimme Ghoul. Also, the Easter promo has Swirlix in it. I've been collecting Swirlix. Speaking of Gen 6. I'll get more Swirlix merchandise. Just as planned. All according to plan. Reminder though, chat, we do have a both merch news and to show off any Pokemon merch you may have, chat. I love seeing people's collections. If you got them. I miss the Kitakami music. You friends who were into Digimon during the pandemic, the Tamagotchi walk device thing. Oh man, the Digivices are so much fun. It's too bad that now they only make like very expensive replicas that are hundreds of dollars and exclusive to Japan. I mean, they have like the V-Pets, but they just don't have the style that the Digivices did. Niantic did a Digimon game. That would require Bandai having more than like $5 of a budget for a Digimon title. Like, that's why we're getting, like, graphic novels, because they're not, they're too scared to actually give them any sort of budget whatsoever. I can tell you one thing I don't miss from the pandemic times, and that's Pokemon cards being so scarce. I went out the other day and they had everything. They had Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and Quaquaval, Pele Fates boxes, ETBs, mini tins, like stacks and stacks of mini tins, and they had all the blisters with the stickers. It's like, oh, it's so nice. They had the booster bundles. Casuals buying up all the cards. No, bro, you don't understand. What if I What if I pull Champion's Path Charizard and can sell it for $5 million? Ugh, Champion's Path was such a terrible set. If I ever made a list of, like, worst Pokemon sets, that would be up there. That set barely existed. It was so impossible to find. Oh my goodness. I remember staying up and waiting to get like card pre-orders, because if you didn't stay up and get them in like the first 5 minutes, they would just be gone. Yeah, the Gen 8 gym badges, and then I remember I pre-ordered the Champion's Path ETB on the Pokemon Center, and they canceled my order, and that's when they sent me out the, I think I ordered, like, the special delivery Pikachu with it. And they still sent me the promo, but they canceled my box. Speaking of UPCs, they had, the Mew, the 151 UPC, for $100, and it's even cheaper online. Oh yeah, I must have walked in right after the card person stocked. I mean, joke's on me though, because I never ended up pulling Charizard from Celebrations, so you win some, you lose some, I guess. You want to know something funny, chat? I was gonna post this today and I forgot. Let me do it right now. I got a few of those mini tins and I pulled back to back Charmeleon from Paldean Fates. And yet no Charizard. I could pull Charmeleon for 100,000 years, but never Charizard. I got Pidgeot EX, which was pretty cool. And another Palmy. I have like 6 of them. I don't know what's happening. Also, I got Pineco. I didn't even know Pineco was in Paldean Fates. Shout out to Pineco, my boy. Also, what's funny is that Charmander is worth more than Charmeleon. So I pulled 2 Charmeleon, which is great. I'm glad. I'm not complaining or nothing, but Charmander is actually worth a little bit more. The highest value baby in Paldean Fates Baby Shiny is Pikachu. Pikachu's worth like 20-30 bucks. If you pull a Pikachu from Paldean Fates, you're a lucky one. When you do a multiplayer raid, no. I can tell you from experience, no. No, it does not. You have to manually save after. Imagine doing a 7-star Decidueye raid, you catch it, and then when you look at it in the box, your game crashes. Imagine that. I could never. Love all the dupiters that are hanging out. Complain when they didn't get anything good. I do that all the time. I mean, Pokemon cards are gamba. They're gambling. Like, sure, you get a physical product. It's not like buying a loot box or something, but you're still hoping you're gonna pull something that makes you spending the money worth it. Like, I was definitely like, please let me pull Charizard, Gardevoir, or Ditto when I opened Paldean Fates. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if I pulled Iono or Iono, because I would sell that very fast. eBay ding. That would be sold very quickly. I pulled Skyla early on into Shining Fates and I should have sold it. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a very expensive game. The amount of money people pay for some of their decks is in the thousands. Especially if you want to style and have expensive rarities. It can cost you thousands of dollars to have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. Yu-Gi-Oh! Hasn't been hitting lately. I've not been into many of their recent sets. I mean, I haven't been into many of their recent, like, their design philosophy. Long are the days when we would get Frog the Jam and all those scrunkly old cool monsters, and now it's just Anime Woman number 573. Oh boy, it's a new Xyz monster with the most over-designed, like, you can't even tell what's happening on this monster. I'm such a Yugi boomer. Back in my day. I kind of miss old Pokemon cards too. Like, when you go back and look at, like, all the original, like, base set Pokemon cards and how they were basically just Sugimori art over a stock photo. There's something just inherently charming about it. One of my favorites is to go back and look at the first Nidoran card, Nidoran male, I should say. And if you notice on Nidoran male's card, it's some sort of stock photo of a farm, and you can see the hay bales. And the hay bales next to Nidoran male make it look humongous. It looks like a titan. Like, that's a very big Nidoran. I miss that era. I miss when Ponyta would have a Windows XP background. I like a lot of the illustration rares, and they still... The Pokemon TCG is really good at having artists that started in base set working on them today. Like, they have retained a lot of artists that have worked on the sets for years and years and years, which is cool. But it's just kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where everything is so finely designed. It's not... How would I... It's not... So clinical, so sterile. I don't know. Back when these card games first came out and they were just trying to see what would stick. I mean, that's not to say that some of those old sets don't have beautiful art. The Executor... What is it, Jungle? I want to say Jungle Executor. And it has like a little crab on the beach. Like, you don't see animals in Pokemon cards anymore, is all I'm saying. Charmander really gonna be out here betraying me like this. Shiny Blipbug? Nice. That's a shiny I need to get at some point. I got Dottler and Orbeetle. But I need the Blip of Bug. I wonder what would... Maybe I should just shiny Masuda hunt it. Tyler, are you down to race for Blipbug? The ultimate Blipbug race of Ultimate Destiny. Humble brag. I have 3 Dottlers. Ooh, going for all shiny Gigantamax mons? That's fun. I miss BabQuest sometimes. It was fun to have a specific group of Pokemon that I was shiny hunting. Green is just way too... That's humongous. Like, something under, like, 30 Pokemon. See, it's hard. I don't know. I mean, it's nice that more Pokemon are available. So I would only have to go back to, like, old games for a few. Oh my god. What is up with the random Gen 1 shinies tonight, chat? Eggs that are gold. I already... Tonight is the night of repeat Gen 1 shinies. Uproar. I'm in an uproar. Oh, egg. Just in time for the Easter season. Live egg reaction. Technically, execute are seeds. If you read their Pokedex for Pokemon Fire Red, then you would see that they're actually described as seeds. I'm surprised I don't get that one more often. Oh, hi, Charmander. If you touch one of Execute's heads, mistaking it for an egg. See, here's the egg lore. The other heads will quickly gather and attack you in a swarm. Okay, I've gotten 2 shinies and no Charmanders. Seedsecute. He ain't called Seedsecute. I guess if you're picking them up like you would pick up an egg from a coop. What about like, well, that would probably be more than 30 Pokemon. Plant Quest. I feel like starters wouldn't work because I already have most of them shiny. And that would mean I would have to do, like, the rest of Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley, and I don't want to. Not until later. Not until the future, where hopefully Masuda doesn't make me very sad, like it does in this game. Reptile Quest. See, they just don't have the same ring as Bab Quest, chat. The fact that Bab Quest ended with BDSP is sick and twisted. Legitimately sick and twisted. Oh man, Bird Quest would be humongous. Let me look at my oh god damn it, I'm always accidentally opening BizHawk. Bug Quest might be kind of fun. Oh man, I would need Lettyba and Ledian. Everybody's favorite bugs. I wonder when we will get access to the Loyal 3 shiny. I say as we still don't have access to Urshifu or Cubfu. Or Enamorous. Or Zacian or Zamazenta or Eternatus outside of GameStop giveaways. Yeah, you know what? Where's Cosmog? That's a great point, Justin. Wait a second. Where is Cosmog? I need Cosmoem shiny ASAP. They're gonna release it in Pogo, I bet. And then I'm gonna be like, I don't have Cosmog shiny, and everybody, oh, I got it in Pogo. I paid $15. Oh, I hate mystery gifts so much. Like, I have Zashi and Zamazenta and Eternatus from GameStop, but, like, I didn't do anything for them. I don't want to count them. They're not mine. They're GameStops. They're John GameStops. I don't want to count them. Why does Charmander freak out like that? Like it went rah, 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 rah. Yeah, they're John GameStops. They're not mine. Can I leave? Miradon's like staring at me. I'm scared. Like, the only one of those I kind of vaguely count is, like, Zeraora. Because we did the raid event for it. So I technically did something to earn that Pokemon. Also, when are we ever going to get a chance to shiny hunt Zeraora? I mean, maybe I would consider getting it again if we ever had an opportunity. I can change my mind. It's my list. I can do whatever. Like, if I counted Pogo, I would have a very almost complete shiny dex. But I don't. Yeah, they never did do that again. Why? Did they realize that nobody had, like, ever used Zeraora? So they were like, let's just give out Zeraora and then we're done. No more. I feel like Zarude would have worked better than having it through a newsletter. Zeraora barely feels like a Pokemon to me. Let alone a mythical. And it's super funny that they released like a life-size Zeraora. I guess to appeal to all the people that like to put holes in their plushies. Coded the newsletter distribution. Yeah, I never got one. I've been signed up for their newsletter for like ever, and I never got one. And you know what? I don't care. I am truly not bothered. Like, it annoys me based on the principle of the matter, because it's like, what a stupid method of distribution. I don't think you did, Tyler. I don't think I cared enough. I mean, I could just gen one if I desperately needed to use Zarude for anything, but I don't, so I'm good. I'm good. It's fine. I mean, all those giveaways are gen themselves. Maybe that's why I don't acknowledge them. They're just something that got generated and mass distributed. They're not organic Pokemon. They're not... They're not the same. But like I said, do your shiny Dex or your Living Dex however you please. That's the beauty of it. Whatever you consider is what you can do for your own list. Yeah, I hope so too, Tyler. That's another reason why I really liked Pecharunt. We got a little guy again, and it had a fun event that it had all your friends there. Hey, breeding is a very valid way of getting shinies, I'll have you know. Not really... That's not really what I mean. I stand by Sword and Shield Masuda method. Maybe if you pulled the baby from a picnic. Maybe if you pulled it from a picnic basket, it would be invalid. If it's not an illegal moveset, who cares? Yeah, that's always how I've seen it. I mean, now it looks like they're checking people's teams before you even get to enter. One of the upcoming VGC events, you have to submit your team. So I think they heard all the people complaining, because they've been checking people's teams and DQing people for sloppy genning and cloning. So I think they're gonna check people ahead of time now. At least that's what this upcoming event looks like they're gonna do. Which I honestly think is just a big waste of everybody's time. Because who cares? But at least you're not going to the event and then randomly after your 5th win, they're like, actually, your Ting Lu is cloned, DQ'd. Yeah, exactly, Justin. You pay for the time and money to go there, and then they're like, actually, you're disqualified. I'm telling you, Tobias was genning, dude. They need to review the tapes on that one. Tobias is definitely a genner. That is not a legitimate Darkrai. That ain't legit. I sincerely hope in Gen 10 there is some sort of built-in PK hex where you can make your own team for competitive and use it only for competitive. You can't bring it into the real game. And that would instantly solve this problem. It would solve all the pointless bickering and arguments people get into over it. It would solve people getting disqualified for cloning and genning. It would be one small fix. Doctors hate him. Clickbait YouTubers who make drama videos about Jenning would hate him. Like, just have people be able to make rental teams. It's bullshit. Like, they let people use rental teams. Just go one step above. That would do a lot for the game of Pokemon competitively. Yeah, Justin, you know, you're completely right. There would be some sort of caveat about it where it would just be fucked. You're 100% right. There would just be something about it where, like, in order to make to use the inbuilt team builder, you'd have to use like a resource that was really obnoxious to try to get, or something like that. You have to use 50 Team Jenning shards. I'm glad they killed Hidden Power. Hidden Power was always some bullshit. That's probably how a lot of competitive players started Jenning anyway, back when Hidden Power was around, because what a complete nightmare that was. But we need that, chat, and we need rusty bottle caps. Like, it's time. Let people be able to take away IVs. Those are two things that I would love to see in Gen 10. They're not gonna have it in ZA. Pokemon Legends PLZA. PLZA. Unless they somehow change it. They could change. But PLA didn't have any competitive, so it doesn't lead me to believe that PLZA will either. That does not roll off the tongue. Stonejourner shiny? Nice. One of Scarlet's best exclusives, let's be real here. I think Charmander's gonna betray, chat. Let me check one more time. I got a Venonat and an Execute. It's a shame neither of them had a mark. An Execute with like a early Dawn mark or something would have been fun. Early Riser. Yeah, I like marks. They're not too intrusive, and they're just a fun little bonus. Yeah, James said that he plagiarized because he got hit on the head as a child. I'm not kidding. It's insane to watch YouTubers just take no accountability. Or just big content, big people on the internet in general, not just YouTubers. I only plagiarized and made up a bunch of lies because I got hit on the head as a child. Yeah, because he wants sympathy. It's manipulative. He wants people to feel sorry for him. It is manipulative YouTube apology 101. Yeah, if I had a nickel for every YouTube apology that brought up a dead mother, I would have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Oh man. What a funny situation. Guy is missing his cash flow from YouTube, and so every few months he's gonna crawl back with a bullshit apology because he misses having people give him money for content he barely wrote. I plagiarized this one author because they were dead. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, put old videos back up and then also relaunched his Patreon, because of course he did. Pathetic. What a worm. And now I'm always gonna think about him when I see that Team Flare executive. Like, take the L, man. It's over. You're not recovering from this. It's so over. The levels of over are humongous. It's so over. I wish YouTube would just ban the guy too. Like, get him off the platform. He doesn't deserve a second chance. He's a piece of shit. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Yeah, he doesn't want to go get a job. Exactly, Justin. Same thing with Gerard. Same thing with all these YouTubers that stink up the place and that are like, but wait, my cash flow. Like, just disappear. Just go away. Just go away, dude. It's like he plagiarized so much. Like, do you even enjoy the writing process? Or do you only enjoy it when you steal from everybody else's work? Yeah, exactly. Do you think anybody cares what you have to say now? Do you think you're doing the community any favors? We're talking about James Somerton. He was a big YouTuber that got busted for plagiarizing pretty much in every single one of his videos. Yeah, it's your classic, you're just sorry you got caught. You're not actually sorry. You're sorry you got caught. Nobody is believing this, dude. And he didn't do anything to address what Todd in the Shadows' video was about, where... So not only did this guy plagiarize a boatload, but he also just made shit up. He would just lie to pad his videos. The guy would just put misinformation and lies in his videos, and he didn't address anything like that. Like me when I spread misinformation online. Would somebody really do that? Go on the internet and tell lies? I love Buster. That's my favorite Arthur quote. I quote that all the time. I love Buster. Also, the guy also had like a Kickstarter or something. I can't remember if it was like a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo. But like every other critic YouTuber, he had big dreams to become a filmmaker. And he took a bunch of people's money and then never actually made any movies. In fact, all of his posters were like plagiarized. So not only do you have, like, plagiarism and just making shit up, he also stole money from people who wanted to support him. Like, there's many different layers of villainy going on right now. Like, just go away, scumbag. Like, there's no way he ever makes a movie and it doesn't turn out exactly like the Channel Awesome movies. Guy's just gonna make a kick-ass, yeah. Oh yeah, the IGN guy. That guy is also... This all stems from a big video by a YouTuber named H-Bomber Guy. He went over a lot of YouTubers that plagiarize, and he talked about the IGN guy. That IGN guy stole from his fellow employees at IGN. He stole from other IGN employees in his articles and his reviews. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine you have a coworker that just rips off your work? You see them every day in the office, and they're just stealing your shit. Like, the fucking audacity. The audacity to do that is insane. Like, why do you even have this job? Why did you even get hired as a reviewer if you don't like to review things? Like, why would you not want to have your own opinions and write your own thoughts? Like, there's something so inherently pitiful about it. Like, why are you even here, my guy? That Willy Wonka thing is actually insane to struggle. I keep seeing more from it, and it's... I really want to see the company behind that set that up. I keep seeing that picture of the poor woman that's an Oompa Loompa. I love seeing the images they use to advertise the experience, and Willy Wonka's eye is just like, it's all AI art, so Willy Wonka's like eye looks unhinged. Oh man. Oh yeah, the evil chocolate maker. That's why there's like a ghoul on the set. There's like a guy in a Halloween costume standing behind a mirror going like, woo! Oh man, you haven't heard of it? There, I think it was in the UK? I think it was European. But there was some company put on like a Willy Wonka walkthrough event, and they used AI art to advertise it. And when paying you had to pay like €30 or something to get in, 36 euro. Pounds, British pounds. And when people showed up, it wasn't exactly as described. Wasn't exactly as described. Oh my god. That picture of that woman in the smoke at that desk is one of the most insane images I've ever seen. The whole thing is insane. Oh, it was Scotland? Scotland forever! I'm very surprised the company didn't just take everybody's money and run. Yeah, it looked like a really low budget, like, school play. Exactly. Tesco lemonade. Wow, that was totally worth 30 bucks. You have to use your imagination. And they've been interviewing all these poor people that got hired to work there, and they're like all telling awful stories, how they didn't get paid, how they were just small actors looking for work, and it's like, this is terrible. This is terrible, these poor people. How does that even happen? Like, how does a company be like, we want to do a Willy Wonka walkthrough experience, and then they buy like 5 props, hire like 3 actors, and call it a day? They're like, yeah, surely this will work. People are gonna love this. A drug front. Yeah, that poor lady dressed as an Oompa Loompa with all the smoke is actually insane. People have been tracking down these actors and interviewing them. Yeah, all the images that they advertised for it were very obviously, like, it's super obvious AI. So on one hand, people definitely should have saw that as a red flag, but on the other hand, not everybody's terminally online and would catch that, I guess, so... I don't know. Maybe some people just wanted to see a weird shit show. Maybe they wanted to see it out of pure curiosity. Imagine taking your kid to that. Oh my god. Alright, little Timmy, we're gonna go meet Willy Wonka. Ejected out of the building. Oh, man. Yeah, it does look like a COVID test site. With some extra, like, one lollipop and, like, a tapestry. Like I said, imagine you have a small child and you're like, alright, little Timmy, let's go meet Willy Wonka. You open the doors and you just see this sad, sad, sad attempt. Oh my gosh. Very funny. Yeah, it does look like a place where you would vote. Just empty. Like a place that would have like liminal vibes. Backrooms aesthetic. Those people didn't even get paid. Like, imagine you don Oompa Loompa outfit and then you don't even get paid. Sigh, it's a living. Yeah, Wonka's Backrooms. New exciting horror video game, Wonka's Backrooms. They said they claim they did not get paid, Justin. They were supposed to and they didn't. They were supposed to get paid. They didn't do it out of the goodness of their hearts. They claimed that they would be paid for their time and they weren't. Ducks? They're gonna release a duck movie right after the Illumination duck movie? Bruh. Yeah, I keep getting, like, kind of scary liminal TikToks where it's, like, a school hallway, but it's dark. And you could, like, absolutely imagine, like, a scary monster at the end of the hallway. Just, like, darken those images and put that, like, scary, empty music over it, over those Wonka images, and it would be terrifying. Is Wonka in the public domain? No. Oh my god. It'll enter the public domain on January 1st, 2060. They probably didn't pay for a license. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they did not pay for a license. That's crazy. Oh, man. You know what else is crazy? Charmander betraying me for 3 hours. Like, sure, I get Charmander multiple streams back to back where I get nothing, but I can't find Turtwig or Totodile to save my life. Well, chat, I didn't get Charmander, but, I got a random Venonat and an Execute, sure. I guess if, Venonat or Execute ever get a shiny or a form in the future, I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready to go. Were there any other outbreaks? I think Charmander was the only thing I got. I don't need Venomoth. Don't need Coughing. One of these days, I'm gonna sit over here and reset until I get Smoliv. I don't have Smoliv shiny. Not a single one. I still enjoy shiny hunting in this game. There's still plenty of more that I need to get. So... yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. Again, check out the Discord. You can share your own shinies, Pokemon polls, TCG polls, whatever, what have you. But yeah, I won't be streaming tomorrow, chat, so I'll be back this weekend. Maybe I can get Tyler to race me again. That Masuda race was actually pretty fun, even if we didn't get anything. Or maybe we'll just do some more Outbreaks or a Dynamax or something. But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the follows. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll catch you guys later. Good night, everybody.